Hello everybody and welcome to episode 41 of my Pentagon challenge. Today will be a live comm that I hope will bring an end to the misery of any threats of relegation with a home match against Changchun. But just in case I need to clarify a few things, I have new hard drives in my computer. So this is the first episode that I've been able to make since having to redo most things. Like I have my old hard drive still in the computer, but I require them for playing games and whatnot. So you may notice a few good things about this change, such as like the fact that I've added a few new logos for the clubs. Like I finally got Quanzian's crest from the logo pack. My boot up times and all that are much quicker, and you may even notice the fact that the background noise is less significant. You can hardly hear the new hard drives, which is amazing. And then a few cons as well, such as my drivers giving me a real headache, and Skype constantly blue screens, so I can't use Skype on my desktop computer anymore until I find out what on earth is going on. So let's just clear that up once and for all, and let's get cracking with the episode properly. So before we begin, I have some transfer business news, and I managed to find an Argentinian regen who was fed up at life at Godoy Cruz, and I splashed €2 million on him, so he'll be coming on the new year. So I took a bit of a gamble like Vitor, but I really need these kind of positions, the attacking midfield, and even centre attacking midfield as well. That's crucial. But in typical ONH5 look, he got a damaged foot on the day he was due to sign the contracts. But according to the scout summary, it's pretty dodgy, to say the least, to be trusting a scout report like this with so few stats to look at. But he is tipped as a very good player for this league, and most of his stats are aggregated now, which is good. But I'm continuously scouting him until the signing is complete. You can see scouting in progress. So the likes of Sporting Lisbon and Porto are after him. So that's what clinched the deal, because Vitor was quite good for me, and then I sold him for massive profit. So maybe Moreno will be another example of that when he arrives in the new year. But I still need to make big changes to my defence and everything in the new year, because I'm not happy with how it's been this season. So the last episode was this 1-1 draw against Guangzhou. It was very unfortunate that had to happen, but that's exactly what happened. Really, we weren't good enough to win. I mean, weren't bad enough to draw. But anyway, thank God we've won 2 games in a row for the first time in the entire league campaign, and it couldn't have been better as we took down a fatigued Guangzhou by a single goal. It was a tense game, very scrappy, with little goals, like little chances on goal to talk about. But it was Wang Zihao in the form of his life getting the winning goal in the 56th minute. The goal was well taken, and it got us the win. And then our best performance of the season against Chongqing, we got our second win in a row, and it was Cao Yunding, who loves to pop up with these goals in important games, and he got a brace as well as assisting the first goal of the game for Kradzic. The only letdown was that we failed to keep clean sheet, but these things happen. And then Beijing, who we gave that ultimate humiliation to earlier in the season, got their payback at the Workers' Stadium, just the one goal in it, and Yuri actually ended up tearing his hamstring or something. No, he pulled it, not quite severe. Yeah, so he ended up pulling his hamstring, and he'll be out for a few weeks, possibly to the end of the season, I don't know. So anyway, here is Changchun, our opponents for today. They are trying to survive in the league themselves, but we are 9 points away from Chongqing in that relegation zone, and a win today could get us back up into 9th and within a touching distance of Quanzian. But 8th is probably the best we can do this season with the 7 games left, with the game to play today. So can we do it? That's the question. As long as we win this one at home, I think we'll be absolutely okay. We've had an international break as well, which has sort of spread out the calendar. So now we can play the same team over and over again. And let's just take a look at my preferred lineup. We've got Du Jie, my new preferred goalkeeper, Fu Huan, Mullen, Lei Tenglong and Tao Xian are my centre-backs, as unfortunately Sun Ji has picked up a dislocated jaw, so he won't be playing. But Radaby is fit on the left. Hui Kang and Kuo will be my centre midfielders. Li Taxiang has taken over from from Ji Ming Hao since he's nearly recovered from his injury, and then I'm going to gamble on Wu Feng to partner Kradzic up front, see if they can make the difference, as Chang Ming also has to recover from his injury. He'll be playing in the reserves game. And then on the bench I have Danzuo, Flaxus, Yang, Zifei, Zonglin, Yonding, and then Zihao. I just feel, even though he's in great form, I could protect him and bring him on at a later stage. So now let's see what Changchun have to offer. They're obviously one of the promoted teams, but they're not doing as well as I expect. You can see Wuhan are actually 2 points ahead of them, and then Liaoning are stinking up the place at the bottom. So their lineup is a standard 4-2-3-1. I believe they have most of their players fit. I didn't really check, but we'll see if they're any good. Up the front, he's alright, but he's not fluent at the right side of the pitch. He's not good. He's actually good, I'll give him credit for that. And Chugui, not so good, but nevertheless I just constantly use my opposition instructions, kind of abuse them a bit. So anyway, let's head straight to the team talk. I don't know if my my PC will react properly to the match engine. I haven't tested it since getting the new hard drive, so I'll just stop the recording, and if all goes well we'll go straight into the kickoff. We'll go whip crosses, be more expressive, and stay on the feet. Actually I want to turn that on as well, go fairly wide. So you wish me luck at the match screen, guys. See you in a minute. Oh, that's really good. That's fantastic. But unfortunately all my other items are disappeared. The app data, I think, contains all this stuff, so we'll just quickly correct that. Oh god, yeah, that's alright. It's remembered most of my stuff. Alright, that's sorted out. My apologies once more. And look at the speed of this. I think it is slightly different to what I had it before. So we'll turn it down. No, that's not right. There, that's right. Wu Feng, just like I say, puts it over the bar. Again, apologies for not testing this in advance. It's just things you have to deal with when you get a new computer, but it feels really fast, doesn't it? Lupin! Oh, that's terrible. He's just poked it home at the set piece, and that's an early goal for Changchun. Terrible, guys, what he's doing, but this feels absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Here's Lupin. I believe it's 30 frames per second, so I hope that doesn't overflow the size of my file. So again, these things need to be figured out. Right, do I have replays on? No, I don't. Thank goodness. Anyway, that's so many distractions. What do I do? Yeah, I'm completely lost here, guys. I'll just keep playing, try and figure things out as it goes. Yeah, I kind of preferred it the way it was. I think it's this one, isn't it? Over here. There we go. That's changed it. Okay, so the goalkeeper seems to have collected the ball there from loose play, but Wu Feng tries a set piece himself. Fu Huan bursts forward, goes for Tao Zian, and there's Radabi. He's lost the ball cheaply, but Hui Kang picks it up. Mullen, Karadzic, Tiaxiang, back to Mullen. Fu Huan burst. Go on, have a go. Tiaxiang, Hui Kang, Kuo, Fu Huan, lovely passing, but it's not resulting in anything. Still no chance. Kuo! Oh, good save. Let's go control. Oh, Tao Zian hits the woodwork from a free header. Oops. Ah, dear. It's not my day so far, is it, guys? There we go. Fix that. I think we need to go fluid now. See what on earth is going on. Passing space and more control necessary. Demand more. Come on. We need an equaliser here. No, it's not looking good at all. Very, very disappointing. And I know the home record is terrible, but this is ridiculous. Go on! Oh, how did the keeper save that? It was destined for the net. Oh dear. Oh, and again, Tao Zian, he does score this time. It's his very first goal of the season. And you can be proud of that. The timing is impeccable. But boy, oh boy, did we need that. And now, one moment please, we'll get on with the second half as soon as possible. No messing about, it's time for the second half. We're on a finely balanced game here at 1 apiece, and that's not a good pass. And Changchun will get the throw in. But we've been the better team, we just need to prove it on the scoreboard. Karadzic has been caught offside. We're going to make our change now. Nothing at all happening, so we'll go attacking. Our passing is good, so we'll leave that alone for now. Wufeng, my gamble hasn't paid off. He hasn't been good today, so Zihao is going to come on as a striker. What else do I need to do? I think Mullen, I swear, how bad can you be? Like 6.3, not good. Although I think my second change, I'll play Geng Zonglin. Will he? Yeah, I think it's a risk because he plays right midfield, but he has some ability in the centre, so I'll make him a centre midfielder. And that's our second change complete. So if he can ping the ball around, get it to Radaby, that'll be great. So there we go. It feels nice and quick now, doesn't it? If you're a veteran of my series, you'll know sometimes my live comms can drag on a bit when they're lacking highlights. But anyway, this is Changchun's highlight. They've gone backwards to the goalkeeper. They look threatening for a while. Route 1 given away, and now Taxiang to Fu Huan. Great signing for the club this season, and he actually gets straight back up onto the ball. Karadzic and Zihao nearly made that team moves tick. It just needed the finish. But our finishing is lacking, as Kai Hui Kang has been cautioned. Radaby takes the throw in. Teng Long. No, that's the phone, hang on. And now we have Xingxian to Mihovic Gu Yi. This time it hits the side netting. And Changchun making more changes, so I'll need to adapt to them. Any obvious ones? Yeah, right midfield with Li Liang, okay. Mihovic, I'll close him down, he looks fairly fresh. And then their defender, I don't really mind centre backs too much. Yeah, that's cool. So let's carry on. Let's try and win this game. I'll make my final change now. Who could it be? How about... Yeah, Mullen has improved, so good for him. Hui Kang hasn't a great game, so I'll play Zifei just to make sure he's not sent off. And our momentum is ruined, so... can we get the winner in the last 15 minutes like we did against Beijing a few episodes ago? Du Jia collects that long throw. Karadzic all alone in the midfield. Zihao back to the Montenegrin. That's offside. You could tell a mile away as he hits the crossbar. Come on, passion guys. Win this game for me and you'll be golden in terms of survival. This will be a ridiculous amount of draws for us this year. Like I can't believe we've drawn so often. Li Tixiang, the top assistant in the league. Karadzic, this time he was allowed to carry on, but it was well saved by the keeper and out for a throw in. So 28 points to 32 there. Yangsu have won their game. Karadzic, poor header. No one else was there to help him though. Mullen couldn't clear it. Lupin. Oh, Zifei couldn't keep it out either. Oh, that's fabulous, as the text says. That's a winning goal, if ever I've seen one. How did he manage to pull that one off? Oh dear. Changchun have done the double over us unless we find this equaliser. It's a goal worthy of winning 9 times out of 10, but I'm just not happy with how we defended that. Here is the first minute of stoppage time. Radaby's cross, just too far away from Karadzic's reach. We try from the set piece again. Lupin from the counter attack loses the ball to Karadzic. Zonglin. Zihao! Oh my gosh! We have another beauty in the beast tonight. Oh yes, what a goal. Oh, the cauldron has been simmering with goals today, and Wang Zihao repays my faith in him. and we're going to see out these last 10 seconds. Zifei couldn't find a teammate, and that should end the game with a thrilling 2-2 draw. So yeah, we'll take it after going behind twice at home. But there you go, you can see yet again I have a defensive problem. We cannot stop conceding, and I'll just say unlucky. It's not gone down very well, but some of the players were really good, such as Zihao off the bench. We had Fu Huan and Tao Xian. They were excellent, so they can be forgiven. But the good news is Changchun probably... Oh, they did lose. Yeah, there they are. They lost to Fully. So that gives us a 10-point cushion over the relegation zone. But unfortunately, Yangsu have gained 2 more points on us, as they've won for the 9th time this season. We have drawn 10 times this year. Only Tianjin have drawn that often. But we're nearly at the point of where we were last year. Like 31 points is what we managed in my first half season with Changchun. So we should be able to beat that with minimum effort. But that's just the way it goes. 2 excellent goals in the last 10 minutes has given us that result. So the next episode, I don't see the point of making one until the end of the year. I think we'll go to the final day of the season. It's probably going to be meaningless, and we'll hopefully have not too many injuries to deal with and make sure relegation is not a problem again. So I really apologise for the sloppiness in this episode. It's not really the standard I like to set, but I'm sure you guys are as forgiving as ever. And the TIFO project, just before I conclude, the TIFO project is still in a beta stage, but more people are being invited to join. So my profile will be put in the description, and I'm sure most of you, while this is still in production, will have joined the site by then. So I hope to see you there. But until next time, I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.